Hello and welcome to another Moog demo library. In today's video, we're going to explore Muse, and in particular, we're going to take a look at the chord mode on Muse. Now, chord mode refers to a function on a lot of old synthesizers referred to as chord memory, where you could input the shape of a chord and then be able to play it back just from the lowest note in that chord, as well as be able to move it around so that any note that you hit will build up that same chord shape using the note that you played as the lowest note in the chord. Now, Muse is able to do that very easily. All you have to do is you hit the Learn button in the chord section. That's going to bring up this page where it says press keys to add notes. So if I want to, I could just play my chord. I can see all of the notes of the chord on screen, but additionally, I could build it up note by note rather than play the entire chord if that's how I want to do it. Once I hit confirm, then I go back to the chord mode and I turn it on, and now I can hear my chord and be able to transpose it around the keyboard. Now that is going to yield all parallel movement as you're moving around, which might not be what you want. So we also added an extended chord memory mode on Muse that's referred to as key chord mode. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit the key button to engage key chord mode. And now when I hit the Learn button, the same screen will pop up. I can enter my chord in. And now I'm going to get another prompt that says I should press a key to assign the key chord. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press this C. And now what will happen is I can play the keyboard. I'll get normal notes on all of the keys until I reach the key where I assigned my chord. And then I'll get the chord back when I play that. Now I can go back into Learn. And I can take a second chord. I'll store that on C sharp. I'll learn again. I'll store that on D. I'll learn again. Store that on D sharp. And learn one more time. And I'll store that on E. Now, while I have the key chord mode on, I can get back that whole chord progression. Just using single notes. I can additionally turn Learn on and just enter a single note in. So let's say I put this D, and I hit confirm, and then I assign it to C. Now what I can do is have that same note play back on different keys. So once we're in key chord mode, what happens is every single of the 61 keys on the key bed can have its own note information stored, and it can be a single note or it can be up to 8 notes. But this can be a really nice way to store a bunch of chord changes. And let's say you're playing in a band and you have a bunch of songs with chords. If you wanted to, you could store all of your chord progressions within the different octaves of the keyboard and then just be able during the gig to play back all of your chords from a single key. So key chord mode becomes a really, really powerful tool to explore different chords and just set up different ways of playing back chords. And you can even use the arpeggiator with key chord mode on to get different patterns playing back from the arpeggiator using chords. So it's a really, really powerful tool to explore composition when using Muse.